However, because of the programming of life's problems and challenges that came through from birth, depending on what you were exposed to, if you were exposed to a family setting where there was lack, and the lack was the only thing that you saw and experienced, you heard about lack. When you spoke and you asked for something, maybe school books, maybe you need pen from at school, you need something, and your parents tell you that no, you don't have nothing, nothing, I don't have no money. Go wait till month end. That's programming. That's the beginning of your scarcity program. Okay. And now because parents were unaware and unawoken to the truth that your words really have a vibration, okay? Instead of you a person saying, yes, I'll get it for you, it'll come in time, or I will make a plan. Yes, it's easy. I'll make a plan for you to get that pen. Instead of telling a child, no, I don't have, it's lack, I don't have money, wait till month end or whatever, you know what I mean? Because that's another a way of feeding scarcity to a child, okay? Now, without that information of how it really operates in this reality, you will live and you'll do everything without understanding that your words have power. How you respond to everything has power. It creates, okay? It has a frequency. So as I said, abundance is not really about money. It's about love, health, time, plentiful of these things. You get my point in your reality. In your state of fullness, you feel full and complete within yourself, and you're expecting life to support you. You're not sitting and wondering, how am I going to survive? You're expecting life to support you, okay? Now remember, it's coming from the lower chakra, which is your root chakra. Your root chakra is about you feeling supported, feeling secure in your life. Now you're getting a great foundation from your family and your background, right? If you're coming from a home that's healthy, with great role models, right, where you're getting all the attention, validation, your root gets a great build up, okay? Your sense of self, your sense of support, your sense of safety is created from childhood. However, not every soul came for the very same experience. Some of us souls came for the growth as well, right? So you're coming for the experience of maybe your family that you're born in doesn't have all the wealth and there's no great role models to teach you about abundance and prosperity, and also to feel secure within yourself, depending on what your soul's intention was, okay? The type of growth that you are supposed to have in this experience. You come in, your soul decided, no, you come in from the background where you were abused by your parents, right? So abuse sexually, abuse emotionally, abuse psychologically, then that'll give you that trauma that's going to actually move your spirits away from abundance straight away, right? And then basically now you start living life, and then you get to see life or get an opportunity to see life outside of scarcity. It's up to you, right? Because every person is born in a certain setting, but as life goes on, according to your soul's intentions and your scripts, you expose to different things, right? And those things, right, will now spark you to think that either life is either full of scarcity or there's still opportunities for you, right? So with everything that comes in your life, you will learn. Spirits will bring in people who have money, who have abundance. If you come from a place where there's no abundance, and you brought up and grew up thinking that life is about scarcity, right? Then you get to see that yes, there is abundance. It's a true thing that not every person's living in this way. You get my point? So that's how you learn. So it's all about the experience, okay? Back to the concepts of abundance and shifting your mentality from scarcity to abundance. Shifting, meaning you move yourself intentionally and you focus more on the abundance of this world, okay? Now you were born in the area, in a space where there was a lot of scarcity. Your parents always complain about money, and even now you're older, you're more mature, you can see you have a choice, so you get to learn now, okay? There is something called abundance. This place is an abundant place. Look at the nature, look at nature, the seasons, right? It's plentiful of water, it's plentiful of everything, all right? But there is a scarcity program, right, run by people with different intentions, right? So you just need to focus on your abundance, because scarcity is really a lie, right? So you got to shift your vibration. You got to shift your vibration to think more in abundance, okay? Look at this. Look at nature. Nature tells you there's plentiful. Nature on its own tells you it's plentiful when there's every season. summer, winter, there's plentiful, nothing gets finished. Things is constantly getting replenished because the universe is limitless, right? And we are limitless because we're part of nature. We are limitless as well, right? So it's about where you are focusing, where you're putting your attention to, what you are believing, right? So abundance is about changing your mindset, about changing your perception. It's about you changing how you think about life, shifting from the vibration of lack to a vibration of abundance. Deciding that yes, this world is an abundance reality, that yes, if so and so can prosper, I can also prosper. That means it's plentiful. All I need to do is tune in and dial myself into it, because look at yourself as a radio dial, right? Because everything is frequency, right? Everything is frequency vibration. So what are you focusing on? Your thoughts have a vibration, they have a frequency, right? So when you even feel in your body, how does it feel when you have a negative thoughts about your money, for example? How does it feel when you feel as if the month is too long and your money is too less? How do you feel like you don't, when you think you don't have enough? It makes you feel down, right? So that since there is a feeling of down, there's definitely a feeling of abundance and expansion, right? So you need to tap into that feeling by changing your perceptions, right? I might not have this thing that I want now, but I know I can have it soon. All I need to do is have faith and work towards it, and I can have it, right? I can have it soon. It's waiting for me to do something, to trigger something within myself, in my subconscious mind and my conscious mind, and then get an inspiration and then do this thing that's gonna bring this cash, there's more wealth in me, right? Because I remember I told you that abundance is not about the money, it's about the feeling, it's about the love, it's about the health. It was a time, plentiful opportunities, the joy and abundance, they go well together, right? So there's a reason why certain things align to certain feelings, right? Like, for example, joy and abundance, money and wealth, lack and scarcity has its own frequency. It's all about the feelings, about the vibration, right? So when you want to switch and change and transmute your thoughts, it's all about you upgrading yourself, right? Upgrading your language,